Hello guys, today I'm going to be building a sleeper PC with a Dell Dimension 2400 case to make it look old, but it's going to be super powerful decently. And I have a ASUS B100 550 MC, and it has a Intel 3 610 in it with 32 gigabytes of RAM. And I have a RTX 2080 Ti I'm going to put in it. And then I just have it's kind of overpowered, but I have a 850 watt power supply. And let's check inside of it. Okay, so I've already tested it. The motherboard already fits inside of here, so we'll be fine with that. Now let's put the power supply in. Grab the screws. The 4 screws for the power supply, and just slide it in. One, two. Got the power supply in. Now let's try to get the motherboard in, but first let's get all the cables set up properly. That's for the CPU. This is for the GPU. Other GPU one too. SATA. Okay. So that's all we're gonna do for now. Grab the motherboard and try to get these cables down a little bit. So I can get this down, turn them over. God, I'm not gonna break this. Okay, that won't work, so let's do it a different way. That's in. Motherboard in. Screw. It won't hold on to the screw. I hate this a little bit. Let's try the other screw hole. This time I'm gonna actually hold the screw. Still isn't working. I don't know why. Maybe because I didn't hold it properly? There it goes. Let's get it in. It's in. I'm only putting screw 3 in just because it really doesn't need much. That ain't coming out. Okay, so let's plug in. So we don't need these cables yet. We're going to need this cable. Plugs right into here. So then we're going to tuck it away. Okay, so let's plug in the motherboard where we're at it. And plug in the power button. Then the next cable things we're going to plug in are probably the hard drives. I have 3 hard drives I'm going to put in. So I'm going to put the SSDs where the CD drives are. Probably. So this one. Okay, so this one's going to go on the bottom. I'm thinking of where I'm going to put the hard drives. Okay, so they're going to be like this and there. So this is going to come out here. So let's put the first one in. That's where that is. So I'm going to take the screw. Where's my screwdriver? Okay, that one's in. Let's put the next one in. And then let's put the last hard drive on. So plug this in. Put that on. Take this out of my hand. Okay, let's probably swap this, because this screw usually goes into the other one. There it goes. Because it needs the bigger screw, because it's metal. This one isn't as bad. Now this one can go in. Okay. So I'm going to plug this into here real quick. So that's in. Wait, I'm going to do it behind the things. So then it comes in through here, so it's not as big as a mess. There it goes. Same thing. But this time I'm going to put it in one of these headers. And then finally this one. Okay, so that's one of the parts. So then this can go into here. The rest of the things. And then finally the GPU, which should just easily slide in or pop in. Boom, snaps in. And then grab my screwdriver. And put in the GPU. And this part just clicks in. Boom. Boom. Okay, then I'm going to tuck this in where everything else is tucked in. So then now, everything's cable managed and everything like that. Am I missing anything that should go in here? No. Okay, so now I'm going to put the case side back on. And I'm going to boot it up. And we can test out gameplay on it. So, we'll be back. Alright guys, for us to test this PC, we are going to use Haven Benchmark, which came out in 2009, and some other benchmarks too. So let's first run Haven. Okay, so we're going to do high, and then we're going to benchmark it, which we're getting around 100 FPS while running it. Okay, so the max frame rate was like 300, which is decently good. Frame rate was decently good. Now we're going to do a CPU, probably GPU 1 2. So I'm going to save this just cause we can keep the score. And then so this is the Geekbench CPU thing, and we got a 1208 score for single core and 2447 for the multi-core. And looking at it, it's pretty decently good for the CPU, and it shows single core performance on like the text processing and all those other things, ray tracing, and then it shows multi-core too, but it's not the greatest. It's just what I had on hand. So maybe later down the road, I can build a computer that's actually decently better than this, but that is it for today.